Looks like a little bit of shuffling to the order. Brandon Verbeek gonna go inside on the point. Looks like Stack's gonna elect to go to the rear of the field. So we are set to go green this time by top five. Top five cars going to the big show here tonight. Ground pounder action coming at you. 69, Bill Bader not able to keep her going. He is spun at the bottom of turn 4, and the caution's gonna fly early. So this will be a complete restart. Bader not able to keep her going after going around. Win $1,000 every day or $25,000 every year. Sign me up. Verbeek and Dieter. I know, I think they took the wrong turn. They're supposed to come back this way. We are racing. Dieterding up top. Good start for him. Here comes Tronic to the inside. Almost went 3 wide. Verbeek right there as well. He and Holman get together, and Gropp's going to go around. And I don't think he's going to be able to get out of that. Yeah, a little slimy down there. I don't think Rick was able to keep her going there in that mud. I like Section F. They were ready to go.
That's the fun group, right? Section Fun?
Yeah.
Could be another F word, but we're a family operation.
All right, green flag racing. Here we go. Oh, Tronic getting together with Dieterding. Boy, we might be buzzed up before we get a lap in here with another restart. Man, a living.
James, how you feeling down there, bud?
Green flag is out here, still in the first modified heat race. Here goes Holman the inside. How about Rick Gropp, who brought one of the cautions out early going around. He's trying to make his way to the front. Clint Holman's going to lead lap number 1. Gropp on the outside. He'll cut back down underneath and 3 wide for the lead. Tronic's right there as well. Chad Anderson rips the lip of the 8C, and he moves up into second. Oh, a little contact between he and Gropp. Clint Holman, your leader. We've got beating and banging all over the place. Gropp goes around. Verbeek goes around.
The 69 of Bill Bader pulls it off the racetrack.
Oh, no. Well, that is something new you don't see every day. He just ramped right up over top of his own wheel.
Huh.
To my belief, I'm not an IMCA official. I'm just
yeah,
a guy
don't
with a
quote us on
microphone.
this. We're just announcers. James, good to hear your voice, bud. We didn't get to talk to you too much 2 weeks ago.
Oh, and I'm excited. We got some good wireless signal tonight, boy. We're gonna bring some interviews come featured. I tried with Gropp.
Green flag back out, boy. Chad Anderson all over the back bumper of the 27 of Holman. Here comes Tronic now to the inside. Top 3 going away. Look out, Tronic, hold on to it. Here comes Nate Thompson up into the 3rd spot. Johnny Sadoff started dead last on the grid, and he has moved up into a top transfer as well. Top 5 go on to the A feature. Clint Holman and Chad Anderson have pulled away from the rest of the pack. Here comes Sadoff to the inside of Thompson, side by side, and puts Sadoff up to 3rd. Thompson 4th, Tronic the 5th, Verbeek, and the 13K Kevin Stack. Clint Holman switches up his line. He'll go to the bottom side, and 3 and 4, Chad Anderson stays up top. Sadoff and Thompson will go up top as well. 5 down, 5 to go for Clint Holman. Chad Anderson is Holman pushed up. Here goes Chad Anderson to the inside. Side by side, both drivers battling for the bottom of the speedway. Holman shuts the door. Both cars go to the top of 1 and 2. Holman, Anderson, Sadoff, Thompson. Tronic gets into the outside guardrail in the 4 machine. Meanwhile, your race for the lead. Here goes Anderson to the outside. Holman shuts the door momentarily. Holman, Anderson putting on a show up front for the lead. Once again, both cars in transfer spots, but they want the heat win. Here goes Anderson, and he's got it. 2 to go. Chad Anderson of the 8C started outside row number 4, and he is 1 lap away from a heat race win. Clint Holman, Johnny Sadoff, Nate Thompson, Dave Tronic, Brandon Verbeek, and Kevin Stack. Down the backstretch into 3 of 4. He finished 4th in the opening night. He'll have a good starting spot for the feature. Chad Anderson, your winner. Clint Holman, Johnny Sadoff, Nate Thompson, and Dave Tronic all going to the A feature.
Chad Anderson, a 3-time feature winner last year. Fantastic job. What a great heat race. That's a great question. I think you're right. I think he's 19.
Old
Can
enough
anybody
to carry a CDL, that's all I know.
Andrew Bowman's going to lead the field into turn 1, but he's got some stout competition behind him. Through turn 2, he's got the lead, but here comes Sadoff. The birthday boy wants the race lead. He's got it into turn 3. Jackson Sadoff, your new race leader. Cade Richards moving it up into 2nd. Cole Wayman, yellow is out, debris in turn 1. Yellow flag is out, debris in turn 1. We slow things up. So the 40th, Sean Harker, was being ordered to the rear of the field, but the 3 drivers that are behind him now, not hearing the race officials or not paying attention, so Sean will stay where he's at. Green flag will come back out. Jackson Sadoff, Cade Richards. Oh, that was tight. Cole Wayman will wait and see if he gets penalized for passing at the line, but he gave back the spot, so he may not. 8 laps left to go for Jackson Sadoff, Cade Richards, now Cole Wayman, James Mason Brink. Mason Brink up into the 4th spot. Top 5 moving on. Trey Dunsing, your final transfer spot right now. Sadoff, Richards, Wayman, Mason Brink, and Dunsing. We got debris on the high side of turn 4. It may be out of the groove. Race officials are talking about it. And they've decided to stay green. Sadoff, now Wayman, Mason Brink. Richards is having issues. Cade Richards was in a transfer spot and he just fell out. Cade Richards now under fire from the 40th, Sean Harker. Sean Harker, a longtime sport modified driver throughout the area, multi-time track champion all over the Midwest. Decided to move into the modifieds this year. He's up into 6th. Looking at the 89 B of Andrew Bowman. That's the final transfer spot, but the Sharks got a long ways to go. 2 laps left to get it done. Jackson Sadoff, Cole Wayman, Trey Dunsing, James Mason Brink, Andrew Bowman, and Sean Harker with a little trouble in turn 1. White flag is out, final time for Sadoff, Wayman, Mason Brink, Dunsing, then Bowman, Mason Brink, and Harker. Checkered flag is out, Jackson Sadoff gets the win. Cole Wayman brings it home in second. Trey Dunsing in third. Fourth will be James Masonbrink. And your final transfer spot, the 40, the Shark, Sean Harker.
Or AdvantageRacing.tv to catch out all the action tonight. We've got sprint cars, modifieds, stock cars, sport mods, hobby stocks, every IMCA class that we can fit here tonight. We've got a bunch of cars here this evening. Check us out, EagleRaceway.tv, as we are green. Final modified heat of the night. Top 5 cars move on as it's a good start for Sample in the 97. Here comes a 24 Tia, Terry Hurt. Hurt looks to the inside and he'll grab the lead here on the opening lap. Well, we got some shuffling behind Lineberry, pushes the outside guardrail. 3 wide deep of the field between Grabowski, Densberger, and Hyatt. Those cars battling for the final transfer. Hurt, Sample, Zobek, and Baker, your top 4. Grabowski into the top 5. Your final transfer for the 40. Grabowski working the top line on 1 and 2. Densberger down low. Hurt pushes up the speedway. Here comes Zobek. You've got racing all over the speedway. Grabowski shuffled back. Densberger up to 4th. Oh, Sample and Grabowski get hooked together, and the caution's going to fly. Sample got crossed up in 3 of 4. Grabowski had nowhere to go, and his front bumper shoved right into the right rear of the 97.
Tough break for the 30 of Jordan Grabowski. And get your subscription today. By the way, a full subscription will get you replays throughout the week. So if you missed any of the early action you missed last week, get yourself a subscription today and enjoy all the great racing action.
Of course, in early of the season, also available as a season pass, so you can buy the whole season every Saturday here at America's home track as we are back green flag racing in your 3rd and final ground pounder heat race. Hurt works the top line of 1 and 2. Zobek down low. Oh, Grabowski again with some issues in the 30, stalled at the entrance to turn 1. You do not normally see issues coming out of the 30 of Jordan Grabowski, but right there got crossed up in turn 1. Not for sure if there's... So he's going to have to go to a B feature and be deep.
Yeah, race officials letting the 30 of Jordan Grabowski know that he is done for this heat race. So he's got some work to do.
But a lot of work for Jordan here later on this evening.
Real quick, Ryan, got an update from the 30K of Cole Creco. Unfortunately, he blew a motor.
Tough break there for Cole as we are back green flag racing. Only 2 down, still a long 8 laps left here in the 3rd mile. As Zobek works the bottom line, he's going to go side by side with Hurt, but Hurt powers away. Terry Hurt by 2 car lengths working into 3 of 4. He'll push up the track. Here comes Zobek to the inside. Side by side off of 4. It's still Hurt at the line. Just by a nose, Terry Hurt, Bob Zobek. Trevor Baker, Mike Densberg, your defending track champion of the 81, making his way up into a transfer. Shane Hyatt in the final transfer in the 21H. Terry Hurt trying to hold off a hard charge from Bob Zobek. Look at the diamond move from the 5S machine. He'll get a good run going into 3 of 4. Top 2 have pulled away for the rest of the pack. Hurt on the bottom. Zobek down low. Baker trying to hold off. Here comes Shane Hyatt in the 21H. Shane Hyatt on the move as he moves up into 4th. A little bit of a push to the rear bumper. The 25 of Trevor Baker. Densberger right there as well. Slide job by Hyatt. He moves to 3rd. Shane Hyatt in the 21H started outside row 3. Mike Densberger followed him around on the bottom side by side for 3rd and 4th as we come to 3 to go for Terry Hurt. Hurt, Zobek, Hyatt, Densberger, Baker, Lineberry, Sample, and Pella. That's your order. Densberger to the inside of Hyatt, side by side down the back straightaway. 2 to go for Terry Hurt. Densberger slides up and he'll shut the door on Hyatt. Terry Hurt did not pick up a feature win a season ago here at America's home track. Can tonight be the night? Meanwhile, Densberger and Hyatt still going at it. 1 to go for Terry Hurt, Bob Zobek, Mike Densberger now back up to third. Hyatt fourth, Baker in your top 5 transfer. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. Picking up the heat race win. Give it up for Terry Hurt. Bob Zobek, Mike Densberger, Shane Hyatt, and Trevor Baker all going to the A feature. Everyone else will go to a B, but picking up the heat race win, the 2014 Terry Hurt.
Outside row number 4, the 3J, Jeremy Baker.
Row 5, the 3A, Aaron Pella. To the outside, the 13J, Jared Dieterding.
Also not seeing the 13K of Kyle Stack. Our pole sitter not out there. Row number 6, the X52 of Sean Manning, and the outside, the 30 of Jordan Grabowski.
Cade Richards, Brandon Verbeek, your final 2 starters, as we are racing some really good cars down to this B feature.
Oh no, Rick Gropp outside on the backstretch wall. His bad luck continues.
So Mike Lineberry, Ryan Sample all in the front row, Norm Ziegenbein, Jordan Grabowski. Boy, Grabo was supposed to start outside row 6. He has quietly made it into a top 4 spot before the official green is flown, and we are racing. Lineberry to the inside. Here comes Grabowski. 3 wide momentarily for the lead. Sample up high. Lineberry and Grabowski down low. Look at Cade Richards coming to the front as well.
Top 5 are moving on in this one. By the way, they took 2 laps off of this race to get it in a little quicker, so only 10-lap race. We're down to 9 laps left. And Jordan Grabowski's your race leader. A little bit of contact between Cade Richards and Mike Lineberry. I thought Lineberry was going to get sent to the infield, but he's able to hold on to that 72. Now it breaks loose again.
Boy, that's some interesting racing right there from second on back. They'll go 2 by 2. Sample on the inside of Ziegenbein. Here comes Pella to the inside as well. Meanwhile, Richards to the inside of Lineberry going into 1.
Oh, Sample gets a little loose. He bicycles in turn 1 and 2. Once again, top 5 moving on. Grabowski's gone. 6 to go. Cade Richards, Mike Lineberry, Norm Ziegenbein, then Ryan Sample, your 5th and final transfer.
Boy, Pella and Sample, a little bit of rubbing right there for Beek in there as well. Look at the 52 on the run as well down the back straightaway. Sean Manning trying to get into the mix.
Pella gets by for the final transfer spot. Sample up the racetrack. The 4 also goes by. That's Brandon Verbeek gets by. So Jordan Grabowski, Cade Richards, Mike Lineberry, Norm Ziegenbein. The final transfer spot is Pella, Aaron Pella, but Brandon Verbeek looking low.
Here comes Verbeek. Your race for the final transfer as Grabowski puts a lap car down. That's Stack. Here comes Verbeek to the inside of Pella. A race for the final transfer. A good one coming down the straightaway. Meanwhile, Grabowski, a straightaway advantage over Richards. We're going to come to 2 to go. And I tell you what, Dan, lap traffic could be heavy here within the next lap or 2 if he does catch it. So Cade Richards starting to catch him a little bit, but then he bobbled.
Yeah, tough corner, middle of turns 1 and 2. Cade Richards really struggled there. White flag is out. Final time for the 30 of Jordan Grabowski, the 1R of Cade Richards, the 72 of Mike Lineberry. Here comes the 1Z of Norm Ziegenbein. Stormin Norman's on the move.
That car was for sale earlier this week. He still pulls it out here tonight. Jordan Grabowski will be your B feature winner. Cade Richards will come home 2nd. Mike Lineberry 3rd. Norm Ziegenbein 4th. And your final transfer will go to Brandon Verbeek. So those are your top 5 transfers to the big show. And how about it, race fans? Your winner, Jordan Grabowski. So here we go, race fans. Your ground pounders set to go 20 laps the distance. Once again, hope to see you back next Saturday night for Junior Fan Club night. Kids Candy Dash on the front straightaway at intermission. Hope to see every one of you back out here next Saturday night at America's home track. This time by, though, let's light this candle, baby, as they come off at turn number 4. It is ground pounder showtime. Terry Hurt is going to jump out to the early lead. Clint Holman hot on his heels in second. Look at Jackson set off 3 wide for the lead momentarily. Lap 1 goes to Terry Hurt. Hurt, Holman, sat off. Trey Dunsing 3 wide back there for 5th. Here comes Solbeck to the inside of Thompson. Messett Brink is dropped off early. Shane Hyatt making his way to the front, the 21H, but up front Terry Hurt leads with 2 down, 18 to go. Oh, your leader jumps off the front straightaway off the exit in heavy contact with the outside guardrail. Did not see what caused it, but your leader drives straight off the speedway. That car did not want to turn nose first into the tire. Terry Hurt, A-OK, race fans. What a scary incident for your leader. He was on a move earlier, but man, that car did not turn and he just sped right off the speedway head first into that tire.
All right, that's enough chit-chat. Caution lights are coming off. Clinton Holman sat off.
Green flag is out. Clint Holman will take him into 1 and 2. He'll pull about 3 car lengths on Jackson setup. Oh, Trey Dunsing ramps it up the track, hit a rut. Bob Zolbeck moves up into 3rd. Thompson 4th. Dunsing holding on to 5th with Hyatt.
Close quarters racing all through the field. Hyatt looking low on Dunsing. Thompson gets by for 4th. Hyatt gets a good run off turn 2. Hyatt up to 5th.
Meanwhile, Jackson sat off the birthday boy. Can he get the birthday win here tonight as Holman drifts up the speedway? Here comes the 96.
Holman's gonna slide up in front of Sadoff, close the door. Holman now goes high, Sadoff goes low. Eagle Raceway, you've got a new race leader.
Yes, indeed. Jackson set off. His dad got it done 2 weeks ago. Can the young kid do it here tonight? But Clint Holman says not today. He'll pull away just a little bit, going into 3 and 4. Sadoff battles right back to his inside.
Clint Holman, 14 laps to go. Jackson Sadoff. Bob Zobek, Shane Hyatt, Nate Thompson. Cole Wayman with a big run down the backstretch.
You've got a new leader. Jackson Sadoff takes it into 1. Clint Holman back to 2nd. Bob Zolbeck. And how about 4 cars battling behind Nate Thompson? 3 wide, Wayman, Hyatt, and Johnny the Jet going right at it.
Turns 1 and 2 are pretty treacherous for these ground pounders. Somehow they're getting through it. Holman hits that rut a little bit. Front end whips loose. Sadoff pulls away. 11 and a half to go.
Jackson Sadoff showing him how it's done. Is starting to pull away by about a half a straightaway over Holman. Zolbeck. Thompson starting to be pressured by Cole Wayman. Johnny Sadoff right there as well. Chad Anderson, Shane Hyatt, Mike Densberger, Trey Dunsing.
After battling for that top 5, anywhere in that top 5, the 21H, the hitman, Shane Hyatt starting to fall back now. Oh no, another car up into the tire. I think that was Cole Wayman. Cole Wayman just got up into the, well, I think he hit kind of the rough part of the track, lost control of the car, slammed into that implement tire.
Kind of did the same thing Terry Hurt did. I don't know if it's just slimy up there or if there is a rut, but his car just kept going right into the wall, and his right rear quarter just tail slapped that tire again.
You might be onto something with it being just slimy because it does look a little darker right there.
Skating off of turn number 2, he hit a rut, and he almost went over. Did a great job of saving that.
All right, lined up again, 10 laps left to go. Caution lights are off. Jackson Sadoff, Clint Holman, Bob Zobek, Nate Thompson, Johnny Sadoff. Johnny goes to the high side, trying to get the spot away from Nate. Big move by Chad Anderson.
Boy, there's been some great racing all over the speedway for this feature. Holman had pressure from Zobek, but he'll shut the door. 3 wide, look at Chad Anderson, split Sadoff and Thompson.
Elbows up, driving in your modifieds. The battle continues between Anderson and Sadoff. Thompson sticking his nose back in there.
Jackson Sadoff up front impressing, but what a battle going on deep in the field as the 33 of Messenbrink off the pace. His night is done. We stay clean and green. 3 wide, Hyatt, Thompson, and Grabowski 3 wide.
33 of Messenbrink off the racetrack.
Tell you what, Dan, the son is getting it done right now, but Dad is coming through the pack. Johnny Sadoff on the move in the 96J, won the first week up to 3rd. He's running out of laps, though.
The Sadoffs won the last 4 modified races of last year, won the first modified race of this year. 6 laps to go. Can they make it? 7 modified features in a row between Johnny and the junior.
Jackson with the advantage, Holman in second, but here comes Johnny to the inside. Zobek in 4th, Thompson 5th, Hyatt, Anderson, Grabowski, and Densberger. Those cars have been going at it. Here comes Sadoff off of 4. It is now Sadoff. Top 2 cars going into 1.
Glenn Holman, though, is not going to let him get by that easy. Holman will try to diamond the corner off, get a run down the backstretch. Sadoff with a half a car advantage. Meanwhile, the birthday boy, Jackson Sadoff, he's gone. Almost a full straightaway advantage over his dear old dad, Johnny.
Can Johnny come and run down his son? How about Jet Racing here tonight to start the season? Starting to run out of time, though. 2 to go, this time by.
This time by nearly identical lap times for Johnny and Jackson. Jackson working that high side, nice and smooth up there. White flag is out, final time.
Jackson goes through 1 and 2. The 96 last year picked up 3 feature wins, 2 more left-hand turns to his first of 2022. The birthday boy gets it done. Jackson Sadoff the winner. Johnny Sadoff comes home second, Clint Holman third, Bob Zobek fourth, Nate Thompson rounds out your top 5.
What a night for the birthday boy. Jackson Sadoff started inside row number 2, fought the track, fought the drivers. He will pull across the scales. Let him hear it, Eagle Raceway, picking it up on his birthday week. The 96, Jackson Sadoff.
How hard do you think Johnny would have raced him for the win?
Hard. It's been made very apparent by
Bragging
those 2.
rights.
Yeah. They're not going to. Jackson says he won't destroy the car because Dad works on him and he doesn't want to give Dad any more work.